Guys, welcome to day 3 of Madeira. Don't mind my nose, it's just like sunburn, I guess. And we're currently going to breakfast. This is my outfit, not so fancy, but yeah. And I'll go back to you guys as soon as we will be on breakfast. So we got our breakfast as usual, and this is what me and my family got. Once again, it was really good, and we were all full and ready to go on a hike. After our yummy breakfast, we decided to go to our parents' room to see how different it is from us and how better it is. But the only thing that was good about their room is that they had a really massive balcony. And as you can see, it was covered in leaves and all the other stuff. But the view was actually insane. Look at the mountains. You can literally see the whole territory of our hotel, which was really cool. And obviously was really pretty. This is how the weather looks like right now. It's really... yeah, it's pretty, but it's kind of cold, so I was forced to wear a hoodie. Yeah, and we were just waiting for our parents to start the car because I also had to change my shoes since they were a bit too big for my sister, and these are mine. Now we're gonna hike once again. I hope. My sister said it will be an easier day, but I don't know if I can trust her because yesterday showed everything, so kind of scared. But yeah, the ride will be about like an hour, and I'll see you guys there. But first we're gonna go to the gas station. There was no transition, I know, but it's okay. So here's what I bought from gas station: just the normal gum with wild berries and Capri Sun mango passion fruit juice, which I really like. Okay, before hiking we went to a random place. I don't know honestly what is it and what do we watch here. Maybe the ocean, but it's like currently it smells like after rain, which I really like. Yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of flowers, there's a path. I feel like it's just like a photo stop, I guess. Okay guys, so we actually went to a real cave, and there was like a path that led us to see the ocean because there were some cracks in this cave, and this is how it looked. It looked magical. Just like, look at that gray atmosphere. It was actually amazing, even though the only minus of the cave was that it was really wet and the floors were like full in water, as you can see. But it wasn't like that bad. We can still like walk on it and without slipping, thank God. And it was really cool to see the ocean throughout the cave, which was really interesting experience. On our way to our hike, we stopped by to see and look at that beautiful forest in real life and finally film it outside of the car. Okay guys, we came to our destination and look how it looks like. It's really above. I guess we're in the skies right now. Above you guys. Look at that. That's crazy. I hope we're first going up and then going down, because going down first is the worst, because then you'll have literally no strength left and you still have to go up like this. It's really difficult. But yeah, so we're gonna go pay for the hike now. I have got my AirPods with me, obviously, because I'm not doing this without them. And yeah, I will update you guys. Okay guys, this is where we're at. We already started the hiking, I hope, because the path is like 6.1 and 7.1 kilometers. But it's like 2 different paths, I think. I see people coming back from this hike and they're like exhausted, they're all sweaty, and I'm kind of scared. But look at how interesting that looks. Everything. Can't see anything. But yeah, I'm a bit scared and yikes. You guys, look at that. This is how I look right now because there's like wind and it's wet. I'm already tired because we have been, I don't know, we've been walking for like 10 minutes. But yeah, look at that. Wow. It's scary but beautiful. And I decided not to plug my AirPods in because I'm a bit too scared. Ugh, Don't mind the heavy breathing because it's actually really hard. Wow. Look at that. Guys, I feel like I'm in heaven. Everything is literally white. Like, oh my god. In this video, we were going back and I was not capable of saying anything because I was out of breath. And I think our path was like 3 to 4 hours, which was really difficult. But my sister and my dad were really strong and they continued their path and filmed, I think, Heaven's Gate, that's what it's called. There was this beautiful forest ride with the rain to our next destination, and I absolutely like when it rains, and especially when I'm like driving somewhere in the forest, because it's like gives me like CVD or Vampire Diaries aesthetic, you know. I really thought we were going on that thingy, I forgot what it's called, but it looked so cool in the fog. And I just couldn't miss my opportunity to film that beauty. And we finally found a place where we can have a little lunch break because we didn't eat since like 7 or 8 a.m. mind you. And I grabbed myself some fruit organic soda with pomegranate and cucumber. And I also grabbed myself a really delicious tortilla with duck, vegetables, chips, and tzatziki. And my sister and my dad grabbed themselves sweet pancakes. And once again, I don't remember the name of the place we went to after we had our lunch because it was filmed months ago. But I think it was like Castle/Garden. So we were just like walking, look at that beauty. And then we went to some sort of museum, which was like, I feel like was a modern art museum as I recall, because it didn't have like old stuff in it. And it was mostly like colorful paintings, other stuff, photography, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, I did like it, even though I'm not a fan of modern museums, as you can tell from my Paris vlog. But I think it was still cool, and I even found the paintings that I really like. Here's one of them. It gave me early 2000s Japan, Korea, or China vibes. That's why I like it. Unfortunately, it started raining then, but thankfully we had umbrellas with us, so it wasn't that bad for us, and we weren't soaking wet at the end of our like walk. And we were just like walking around the park. It was really pretty. It gave me Japan vibes once again. And then we went to some like stones museum, which was really cool. Again, Harry Potter mentioned. It also reminded me of Harry Potter because of how mystical and mythical that looked. And every stone was really beautiful outside and inside. I actually felt like I was located in Japan or like China because look at how atmospheric that looked, especially in a rain with all that fog in the background. It was absolutely amazing spending time with my family there, and I absolutely enjoyed it so much. There were actually a lot of statues located around that park, and there were outdoor and indoor museums. As you already saw, 2 indoor museums, but there were outdoor museums as well. There were many waterfalls, many statues, many animals such as like fishes, flamingos, other animals as I remember, and it was so beautiful. You also can see the castle that's located to the left right there, and it was a lot of palms there, which I really like, and it was just like so beautiful that I had to film everything that was going on there. And here's finally the castle I was talking about in the last clips, not the red one, but this behind my back. Doesn't really look like a castle, but that's how it's called, so yeah. Also, once again, we saw the beautiful lilies, and it was so many out there. It was like a flower garden there with many different flowers, which was absolutely amazing to look at. Then we went further and looked at that incredible view, and also it had some interesting buildings next to it, which is going to appear in the next clips. This is the buildings that were there, and it's like Madeira national houses as I refer, and they all had mini stores in there where you can actually go in and buy something for yourself. And here we're just also walking around the park, the Chinese or Japanese Valley, whatever. I'm not being racist, I'm just not sure what country this refers to, so please forgive me for that, and admiring all the views there. My mom's favorite flower is orchid, so of course we couldn't miss the opportunity to go to an indoor kind of like either exhibition or museum of orchids with different patterns, different colors, and it was so pretty. Like, I think that orchid is one of the best flowers too, obviously after lilies, because that's my number one favorite. But there were so many different varieties of like orchids, and they all looked absolutely beautiful. And this is the orchid that I loved the most. Just look at that holy pattern. And this one was also really pretty, and like basically everything that was in that flower museum was absolutely beautiful to look at. After having the amazing time at that park, this day was actually the flower festival that was going on. There were so many people gathered on the streets, and there were people performing in groups. They were like dancing to national songs, and I even took some like videos of it, even though it's like kind of unclear, but you can see people wearing like flower hats, flower dresses, and it was all like flower theme. Then we got a little bored, and then we saw the dancers that actually were waiting for their turn to perform, and we felt really bad because they had to perform all that in the rain. Okay guys, I'm sorry I forgot to film our dinner, but we went to like Italian tourist restaurant, I would say, and we ordered pizza. We ordered 2 pizzas. One is pepperoni, one was Hawaii, and my dad ordered lasagna, I think. It was fine. I mean, it's not the best, but it was fine. It's currently a bit rainy, and I'm wearing a skirt, which I regretted already, but it's fine. I guess I'm used to it already. Yeah. And right now we're going to get some ice cream. Right now we're looking for ice cream. Also, we see people after the parade that happened here. They had so many ice cream flavors, and you'll see what I got in the next clip. Okay guys, we got our ice cream. I got the tiramisu one because I love tiramisu. And it looks like that. I haven't tried it yet, but let's try it. And there's also a lot of birds here. It's good. It tastes like coffee, and I like it. It's really sweet. As we went back to our hotel, we were watching a movie with our family, and I still didn't get what it was about, but it was fine. And then I decided to film the atmosphere at night, and look how pretty it looked. Okay guys, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!